you have two cars, one is a Rolls Royce, the other is a Pinto. Are there still Pintos on the road? They are, okay. Not that I've seen either. I remember many years ago, for those of you old enough, remember Yugo? You remember the Yugo? Okay, one is the Yugo. Yugo was a matchbox on four wheels. Listen, one is a Rolls Royce, one is a Yugo. And I come to you. And I say, Brother Suraj, I have to run down to the flea market. Loan me one of your cars. Which one would you give me? The Pinto, the Yugo, and any other. That's what you'd give me. A Rolls Royce to drive to the flea market? Why would you not give me the Rolls Royce? Because you value that car. I was doing an evangelistic series for a friend of mine, and he had two cars. I hope he never listens to this tape, but if he does, it's okay. One was a very nice car. The other was an ordinary clunker. Every time we went to the crusade during the week, we drove in that clunker. Not really a clunker, but you know what I mean, compared to the other one. And only on Sabbath did we drive in the other car. So one day, we're getting ready to go to the crusade. It was raining heavily. Now, the special car was in the garage. The clunker was parked in the parkway because his wife also had her car in the garage. It's raining, and we're in the garage trying to run out to the car. I said, well, listen, man, it's raining. Let's use this car. No. So I had to get wet because he only drove it on Sabbath. He valued it. He would not drive the thing during the week. And if he's listening, God bless you. I love you, my good brother. But the story fits. He valued that car so much. He let the preacher get wet so he wouldn't have to drive it on a Tuesday. Now, what I'm saying is the power of value has a protective element. Now, let's look at God, Christ, and us. And I've said this in many weird places. Preachers have said this. Listen to John 3:16. For God so, say it with me, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Now, let's look at the verse carefully. For God so loved the world, that's the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that's the Son. In other words, God has two choices. I can love the world so much that I give up my Son. Or what's the other choice? I can love my Son so much that I do what? Give up the world. Let me tell you, that's what God faced. So here is God the Father, here is his Son, here's the world, soaked in sin. Here is his Son, innocent, equal with himself, absolutely righteous, absolutely holy, perfect, the commander of the angels worship him, the creator of heaven and earth. And the Father looks at his Son on the same level with him, looks at this piece of scum, and he sacrifices him in order to save us. The power of value led the Father to place us and our survival above the survival of his Son.